Archivist 9 active. Episode designation One Piece Season 2 Episode 19 Cool-Headed Cold-Hearted Demon Pirate Fleet Chief Commander Gin released year 2000. This record continues immediately from the prior episode and state without interruption. The episode resumes with the battlefield remaining under hostile occupation. Sanji stands in a weakened but stable condition following his internal resolution. Enemy forces remain positioned around the perimeter. Movement resumes when the previously defeated subordinate known as Gin re-enters the operational zone. His posture is stabilized and his equipment restored. His return signifies renewed threat escalation rather than retreat. Gin advances alone and initiates direct confrontation with Sanji. His demeanor is controlled and detached. Emotional hesitation is absent. He deploys dual tonfa-style weapons and engages at close range. His attack pattern is efficient and calculated. Sanji responds with evasive movement but lacks full physical readiness. Initial exchanges result in Sanji sustaining additional impact trauma. Gin demonstrates increased combat efficiency compared to prior engagement. His movements are precise and his timing optimized. He communicates intent through action rather than speech. His objective is elimination rather than intimidation. Sanji's defensive capacity is tested beyond previous limits. Despite fatigue and injury, he maintains engagement. Gin activates a chemical weapon system integrated into his equipment. The gas disperses rapidly and creates an immediate respiratory hazard. Sanji is directly exposed and begins to lose strength. Vision degrades and mobility decreases. The weapon is confirmed to be non-lethal but incapacitating. This represents an escalation in lethality compared to previous encounters. Gin advances during the gas deployment and prepares a finishing strike. Sanji is unable to counter effectively. At this point, Gin halts unexpectedly. Internal conflict becomes observable through hesitation and disrupted movement. He recalls prior acts of aid and mercy. His attack does not proceed. This interruption marks a critical internal deviation from command structure. Gin forcibly removes his own breathing apparatus and exposes himself to the gas. This action neutralizes his combat effectiveness. He collapses shortly after. This decision constitutes a deliberate self-inflicted incapacitation. The act signals rejection of previous allegiance and acceptance of consequence. Sanji attempts to assist but is physically unable to provide support. Gin remains conscious briefly and acknowledges the outcome. He confirms his decision to disengage from hostilities. He accepts the consequences of betrayal without resistance. This concludes his active participation in the conflict. The hostile commander does not intervene during this exchange. The absence of retaliation indicates strategic reassessment. The hostile force maintains presence but refrains from advancing. The power balance shifts subtly as internal cohesion deteriorates. Sanji remains standing but severely weakened. His injuries have accumulated to critical threshold. He remains conscious through exertion of will. His resolve to continue forward remains intact. The environment remains stable but tense. Structural damage is unchanged. No further escalation occurs during this interval. The conflict enters a temporary suspension marked by exhaustion rather than resolution. At episode end, Gin is incapacitated and removed from combat. Sanji stands as the last active defender among his position. The hostile fleet remains operational but momentarily inactive. The probability of renewed assault remains high. Strategic conditions remain unresolved. To preserve archival stability and ensure continuity of recorded data, the viewer is instructed to like, subscribe, and share this record through approved distribution channels.